Hi guys, I'm Snot Babies. Sorry. Um, I'm Snot Babies. What can I say? Sister, yeah, sister. So I'm gonna be reading out off of Google funny stories. Okay, 50 short funny stories that will crack you up in 60 seconds. Start. Number one. Now that's what I can call stupid. Okay, let's start off. In my junior year of high school, this guy asked me on a date. He rented a Redbox movie and made a pizza. We were watching a movie and the oven beeped to the pizza was done. He looked at me dead in the eye and said, "This is the worst part. I want I, I then watched this boy open the oven and pull the pizza out with his bare hands, racked and all, screaming at the top of his lungs, and we never had a second date. Who goes to the oven with their bare hands? That's that's mentally stupid. I mean, I see my mom do it, but she's black and she don't feel pain for some reason. I don't know why, but in Hex Nation, do you pull with your bare hands in the oven, screaming at the top of my lungs, like, good boy. The fake report card. I failed the first quarter of class in the middle school. So I made a fake report card. I did this every quarter that year. I forgot that they mail home the end of the year cards. My mom got it before I could intercept with my fake. She was pissed at the school for their error. The teacher also retired that year and had already thrown out his records. So they had to take my mom's proof, the fake ones I had throughout the year, and correct the mistake. I've never told her the truth. Now that's smart, honestly. But in the hood where I'm not gonna call it the hood, but in my full-on black school, the teachers the teachers never have a break. They don't get out to, if you throw fire at them and then you see them burn into shattered dust, the next day they're gonna come back. They don't miss school. And oh, that's crazy. But all the fish. I went to this girl's party the weekend after she beat the out of my friend. While everyone was getting trashed, I went around to getting tuna outside all the current certain roads. And so like weeks went by and they couldn't figure out why the house smelled like festering death. They caught me through this video where these guys at the party was singing Beyonce while I was in the background with a can of tuna. Wait, I don't understand it. Wait, let me read it one more time. It's probably me. So look. I went to this girl's party the weekend after she beat the shot out of my friend while everyone was getting trashed. I went around putting tuna inside all the curtain rods. Oh, and so like weeks went by and they couldn't figure out why the house smelled like festering death. They caught me through this video where these guys at the party were singing Beyonce while in the background I was in the background with a can of tuna. How to win at a video game. When I was little, I would go on Nickelodeon.com all the time. They had this game similar to Club Penguin, except it was called Nick Chopolis. Now I know where Club Penguin came from. And if you forgot your password, a security question you could choose was, what is your eye color? If you if you got it right, it'll tell you your password. So I would go to the popular locations in Nick Chocolates, write down random usernames, and where we're also in those areas, and then I will go log out and type the usernames as if it were my own and see which of these usernames had a security question set to what is your eye color, which was most of them. Since it was easy and we're all kids, I could then try either brown, blue, or green and always get in. When I would go to their house and send all of their furniture and decoration to my own accounts. And if I didn't want it, I would sell it for money. Wow. Ooh, now that's what I call a smooth criminal. Sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean like that. Drama at my drama class. One time, my drama class's teacher had gone home sick, so we were just put in the classroom with the movie to entertain us the period when the alarm went off. None of us were sure if it was the fire alarm or the lockdown alarm. So we all headed to the hall to check and no one was out there. So we head back and to climb under our desks, as is the lockdown procedure. Cut to an hour or so later, teacher bursts and nearly dies of relief because the class was on fire and we were the only students not accounted for that half the faculty and the fire department had been searching for us for ages. Literally, the whole school had filled with smoke while we kept super safe under our wooden desk. What? That's just crazy. I don't have that to say. I don't know. I'm running out of things to say. Shall I stop? No, I'm gonna go to 10. Then I'll make a part 2 if this blows up. And then if you like it, tell Snot Baby to bring more of her sister. Period. Oh, 7. I don't think that's allowed on YouTube or whatever. I don't care. When I was in high school, it was a pretty quiet around people who weren't my friends. The high school wrestling coach always taught geometry, and he was my teacher. Sorry. This results in a lot of wrestlers skipping class, and barging into our classroom to hang out and not get in trouble. One day, 7 wrestlers came in yelling and new wrestling uniforms and how excited they were. When they go over and pull out the uniforms, the whole class is kind of side-eyeing them. Even without sorry, I'm doing the reading like a robot. I don't usually read like that. Let me just try to read better. Even without that, I mentioned next. The suits look funny. I mean, it's tight royal blue spandex with a suspender style top. Absolutely funny already. But the wrestlers grabbed the uniforms and rushed out of the room to go change in the bath. Come out to show them off, which is also hysterical because spandex hides nothing. You could see all their junk. Now that's called child pornography. Just kidding, that's not funny. That's really bad. So please don't do it. Especially to me. Oh my shot. When I was a kid, I was always excited to learn new vocabulary. When I was in first grade, my teacher taught me that shin was another word for leg. Later that day, I was walking with my mom when I tripped and hit my leg on the ground really hard. I yelled, "Ow, my shin!" Although my mom had heard, "Ow, my shot." She started yelling about how that was a bad word. We didn't say that word. She was going to wash my mouth with soap. I was crying, bawling a mess of a child. To the point I was going that weird cry, stutter, hiccup noise, like this. I'm sorry. Like that. You know when you do that after whooping? White people might not know. I ain't gonna, but black people might know. Not racist though. She paused in debating me and said, "Who taught you that word?" Of course, I could told the truth and said, my teacher taught me that word." And she started ranting about how she was going to call school and get that teacher yelled at. I tried to spin. Teacher said that shin meant leg. I'm so sorry. I'll never say it again. My mom got quiet and realized her mistake. "What did you say?" Of course, I started crying harder, and I said, "No, it's just a test. You were going to wash my mouth out in soap again." And then when I finally calmed down again to say it again, my mom apologized and said, "This day I will always say shin louder just to say her face blush." I swear to God, he levitated. I have a friend who has known since I was very little. One day when he was 6, I was at his house when he got he got this absolutely god awful stomach pain. I mean, he was literally writhing in pain. So his mom took him to the doctor's office, where the doctor took one look and told her to take him to the ER. She feared something along the lines of an intestinal rupture. About halfway to the hospital, my friend suddenly let rip the loudest, most powerful fart any of us had ever heard. I swear to God, he levitated. We thought the upholster in the car seat had ripped. After a good 30 seconds of intense farting, he looked to his mom and said, "I feel all better now." Okay, I'm gonna let you a little peek of what's next. So, I might make a part 2.